Hey man, we were kind of on some serious stuff real quick, so just to let y'all know, Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Get
Dance
this
off.
man a shield.
Just saying.
Marfa.
We were having a real good, deep, deep discussion right now.
Ibambe.
Ibambe.
It's the legend of the cuckoo guy.
Yes.
Hey, he said, Marfa.
Huh?
That made me feel inspired.
For real though. But anyways, round of applause for me. Your favorite host of hostess. Hosts, not hostess. I'm not a hostess. I'm not.
Okay.
Just saying. Jess will tell you. But anyways, let's get a round of applause for my engineer of all engineers. We got Jimmy, the brown giant, coming down from the clouds to spend some time with us for the hour. Sorry it's so hot down here, buddy. But how you doing?
I'm sweating too.
I know, man.
It's getting hot in here. Say it, Tank. Say it, Tank. Say it, Tank.
Why?
So hot. It is getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off.
All right,
Just a little bit
that's
of-
how Jimmy's feeling today.
Jimmy's feeling good today.
Yeah, that's good.
You know,
That's good.
I slept really well last night. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's
I
good.
woke up in the middle of the night confused and dazed. I fell back asleep.
Do you know that's when your body repairs and heals itself? Is when you actually sleep.
Yeah,
I know. I felt great. I had a long day at work yesterday. If anybody
whole
is
8 hours.
at Fry's,
Whole 8 hour
yeah.
shift at work yesterday.
At Fry's, yeah. That is too long at Fry's. All them old people. I ain't gonna say what race, but you know what I'm saying.
No need to say the race.
Hey, sir, do you know how to do these electric coupons?
But yes, that's how Jimmy was feeling today. Let's move on to another applause. That applause right there is to the juggernaut to my left here, Mr. Frank the Tank.
Happy birthday!
Happy rebirthday to Mr. the Juggernaut, Frank the Tank. How are you feeling today, sir?
You know, I feel amazing today.
I don't like this.
Amazing.
Turn up, guys. Turn up.
I am.
Do I got to go get my my whistle?
I do consume my fair share of turnips. Thank you very much, Jessica Marrero. She makes them for me. She kind of mashes them up almost like mashed potatoes, and they taste goddamn delicious.
Just a little bit of.
All right, I can't do that long. But I would love to do that as like a bit. It reminds me of the SNL bits with the I don't know if you know those two chicks. They would just be saying outlandish shit, but like in innuendos. But it's like just like, okay, today I brought some of my more warm muffins for you guys to try out today. And the other lady was like,
can I have a round of applause for yesterday?
Your
Within
muffins
my
look,
first 30 minutes of work.
Your muffins
girl
look
just
quite
walked up to me
delicious.
and said, "You look good. Can I have your number?" I said, "Okay."
Did you get them digits, son?
Them digits.
Oh shit! Y'all still get digits out?
No, I got her
Damn.
Instagram.
There it is.
Okay,
I
there
was
we
waiting
go.
for that. Like, did you get her Instagram?
Did you get her IG? Was her IG lit, fam? I love doing that to my 16-year-old. Sometimes she'll be in the house. I'll just walk up to her like, "Yo, what up, fam? Let's get lit, yo."
Then they probably look at you like, "Are you for real?"
And it's the most. I don't know. I guess it's the dad in me.
Right.
It's
Like,
just
stop
awesome
capping, yo.
Yep. What you capping for, yo? She'll be like, "I'm getting orange juice. I'm putting the cap back." Yeah, you putting the cap back on there. What you capping for? Leave it out.
So
Leave it out for me so I can have some.
When I first learned about capping, I was like, "Who are you about to go shoot?"
See, because he uses these kind of terms, so he's womping.
I don't use those.
It was so much of a womp that the
I don't
jump.
even say when somebody lie, I don't even say anything like this.
When somebody what?
If somebody's lying here, go like this.
You do the
He does that whole side lip.
the Caucasian face. Oh, you exaggerate it. So you do the Caucasian face with a little bit of blackness on top. because us black people, we always got to be extra. Sorry,
I
not
ain't gonna lie
sorry.
to you.
Because I be being extra as a motherfucker too sometimes. It's just I can't help it. It's in my genes. I said
It's
black people
just-
got to be
They say
extra.
something. They're like, "Oh, I'm related to so and so." I'm like,
Oh, when they be trying to get the discount. Do you know I know so and so? Go get them. I did not get the memo.
I think I did something wrong.
What'd you do? Did you mess us up, man?
Yeah,
What'd you do?
I don't know. My friend,
What
my
happened?
finger hit a button.
What is it?
Oh, never mind. I fixed it.
You playing Daredevil commercials? I did not authorize. This is not
Sorry,
endorsed by Daredevil.
my
I
finger
repeat,
slips.
we are not endorsed by Daredevil.
You know how tough
But
Daredevil low-key is. Only Stevie Wonder.
I didn't know there.
All that
There's a
Stevie Wonder can do is play
but
piano.
but
Daredevil doing backflips.
side note though, there's a
He doing backflips.
there's a new Daredevil. Is that like a movie or a series?
What?
I missed. I think I missed. I was still working on my.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie. I was working on my outline. I was kind of
no, the
sideways
Daredevil.
listening to Habari Live.
The Daredevil from Hell's Kitchen.
No, I think it's the Marvel one, right? Or am I?
They got a series.
It's a new one though, right? Because what was that? What was that you were just playing?
There's a new series coming out. Daredevil Born Again.
It's a new series or it's in
So you remember? Do you
another
remember
season?
You remember the Netflix one?
Yeah,
They
that's
scrapped that one, but they use the same cast and they bring them into the MCU. Did you watch the latest Spider-Man movie?
So it's gonna be better money. The what?
The Spider-Man movie?
Which one?
The
The
one that
newest
has all three of
animated?
them? No. The one that has all three of them.
Oh, the newest Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas.
The one with Tom and Andrew and
He had me cracking up the other day. I saw this a little on social media, this little clip of him, and someone was trying to confront him. They're like, "So Tom Holland, you say that American food sucks, huh?" You guys see that one?
Oh yeah, he was like,
and he's like,
"What's
"Oh,
American food?"
yeah." He's like, "Well, what do you consider American food?" He's like, "Well, I can't help
Hamburger.
but think about a hamburger." He's like, "Okay, well, hamburgers are German. They come from a place called Hamburg." He's like, "Oh, uh." He's like, "Okay, well, what else do you think is American food?" He's like, "Well, there's French fries," and he's just like,
They're from Europe.
he didn't even say. He just like gave. Well, the
don't
clip
have
that I
to.
saw, they're French fries.
They're not from.
Like he could have at least been like apple pie. Try something.
What even
Kinda
is
American.
American? Because American cheese isn't American.
We ain't got nothing American, man. American food is fucking chemicals. That's American food. Red 47.
Fried chicken, I guess.
Trifecta full of Philifam.
Okay, hot
That kind of
dogs.
sounds like something that would be on there. Hot dogs. The original sausage is from German, I believe.
That's what it says on here, but I think it says
Yeah, they probably gonna say hamburgers is American too.
hot dogs,
If they saying hot dogs is, and who wants to claim that?
apple
Anyways.
pie, macaroni, the Reuben sandwich. Ew.
Reuben sandwich.
Chocolate chip
What the
cookies,
heck is this? What you doing, man?
buffalo chicken wings, biscuits and gravy. Yeah, we got some shitty food. Except for barbecue
It's like,
ribs.
what's American food? Let's name a bunch of bar stuff that is just not American food at all.
We got barbecue ribs is from here.
I don't know if I can.
It's from
Probably from Korea originally.
It's from Virginia.
You saying Koreans weren't making ribs?
Not before we was. I'm just playing.
We're the last ones, bro.
Actually, I'm not an American.
I guess.
I'm
but anyways,
let's. I'm Wakandan.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
But anyway, sorry. Let's get into the shizzo.
Ow, my knee.
Is this today? This is today. I feel like I did this one already. But anyways, sorry, excuse me. First segment of the show. Oh man, I don't know where all this gas came from right now. Right when I try to start getting serious. But anyways, you know how it goes. The Health is Wealth segment is brought to you by Jessica Marrero and Christina Rose as Elevated Souls. They say we're here to elevate your soul. You can reach them at 480-269-2649, or you can reach them on Facebook at Elevated Souls. Just how it sounds is how it's spelled, because Facebook be hating. You got to spell shit all correctly and stuff. You can have fun.
ELIVED. 8DSOULA.
At gmail.com is how you can reach them by email. Let's get a round of applause for the Jolly Brown Giant over there.
I know how to spell.
Come on, boys and girls. Let's go on to the full segment now. What does she have for us today? We got spirulina. Although spirulina has been used by indigenous people for thousands of years, it has only been getting notoriety worldwide for about 10 years now. Spirulina packs a punch of protein, antioxidants, and other compounds that strengthen the immune system, tame inflammation, aid with digestion, support a healthy cardiovascular system, and regulate energy levels. This can be consumed by taking a capsule or adding loose powder to smoothies, juice, or food. Always go with the powder if you can. Are any of you guys familiar with spirulina? Familiar? Yeah.
Definitely heard of it.
Yes, yes.
I know it's one of the substances in my super greens, my
And
little
the super
powder
greens.
form.
Yep, the super greens. That's one of the best ways to do it. That is also incorporated in my super greens that I put in my smoothies as well.
Mm-hmm.
What are you using your super greens, Jimmy?
The only way that you can use them. Go to the stove, get a backwood,
Put 'em
roll
in
it
the
up tight.
backwood.
No, I was kidding.
You tuck and roll, then we spark. But anyways, so yeah, spirulina is something that you might find in your super greens mix. You can get it separately. That's how I like to do it. I usually just throw that shit up in my smoothies, mix it all up. If you can, it's best to do powder form. Just because it'll be more registered as an actual food into your diet when you're consuming it, opposed to a pill capsule. Then your body's got to like break down all that extra shit, all that extra work. Sorry, but not sorry, because this ain't one of them shows. Ha ha. But anyways, I don't give a fuck. Just know that this is for the next generation of the workforce. So, you should be at least 18, 21. So in that on that note, like I don't really give a fuck because we all adults here, right? So if you can't handle a little profanity, then maybe this ain't the show for you. Just saying. But anyways, we're gonna go into the next segment of the show. The next segment of the show is Asking the Masses.
Damn it.
No,
I always get it wrong.
Man, we only on segment number 2. That's the last one.
Oh, sorry guys, don't listen to me. Hold on, let me go look on Facebook and see what you posted.
Why, you didn't look at it?
I probably did. I don't remember it.
Slacking, man. He's supposed to be part of the team.
I'm sorry.
Asking the Masses. What age is too old to be a successful entrepreneur? When should you stop trying?
Never
Never
put down the grind.
The what? Did you catch that?
Oh yeah, let me just say something.
He said the grind.
Oh, it sounded like he said the grime.
Hey,
I thought I heard an M.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, sir. What is
You are
it?
not the sandwich guy. You're not the sandwich man. That sandwich look.
Are you challenging me?
I am challenging you.
I feel like I got some challengers out there. Did you see that post? Even
challenge?
I didn't want to have to do it. I told him that we ain't on that level. I done retired my apron. But people calling me out when I was just trying to put out something that I thought was sexy.
A sandwich cook-off.
Now I feel like people's trying to challenge me. Is people trying to challenge my sandwich making abilities? Are y'all trying to challenge my sandwich making abilities?
Ain't nobody come to see you, Oaks. I'm the one selling all the records.
But you know who writes it? I write the goddamn recipes. I write all the goddamn recipes. How they make a Reuben? I wrote that shit down. You know what I mean? How do you do a smash burger? I invented that shit. Tell me I don't know how to make a goddamn sandwich. Man. You don't even know either, man. You don't even, man. It's cool. I just need to listen to Amber. Shout out to Amber. She said, she posted on social media the other day, don't let your other talents lay dormant. It's time for me to spread my wings, coach. It's time for me to be a full-grown peacock.
And let it fly.
Be an ostrich.
Because I'll be running this way. My head's still this way. Just like Kevin
He
Hart.
said, he's running this way, but his head is still this way. He's
Don't remember that joke on Kevin Hart?
Why was you in the pit? Like,
What do you say? He got up to like 50 miles an hour. He's
Yeah.
still running this way with his head this way.
he said, why would you even try that? That's no.
So let's see what we got on the social of medias.
You know, I was looking at that. Like a lot of people said you should never give up, because like if you have a dream, you know, sometimes it, like you just said, sometimes it goes dormant. But nah, you should never give up.
I agree.
You
I
never know
totally
when it's the
agree.
right time. I did see on somebody on there, the homie Sal said, you should give up your rap career once you hit 24. He said,
That
you
one
need
was
to
funny.
stop. I started cracking up laughing.
That one was funny. I'm sure Dip would agree with that one too.
I don't know. He was rapping. He was like 55.
Hey man, perception changes though.
I don't know.
He may have been doing that now, but now that he's 56, I guarantee his whole perception has changed.
He stopped a year ago.
We can edit that out. We can edit that part out.
Y'all have a question for the
Is
show.
that him right there?
When did you stop rapping? How old were you? 33, 34. He said stop when you're 24. He said stop when you're 24.
Hey man, that's
That's when you just started.
Oh no, some of these rappers out there start with like 10.
Jokes aside though, that's funny.
Whew. All right.
All jokes aside though, if that's really your passion,
Go for it.
go
He said-
for it.
I was like, I'm wondering how old was Uncle when he started.
I don't know if y'all seen those old Brit men floating around Instagram or whatever, or at least that's where I've seen them. There's these two older British guys. They got to be like 60s, man. Like they look like grandddads, but they be spitting, man. Like actually, you think you can find it real quick, Jimmy?
Oh,
I don't know.
two older white dudes.
Yeah,
I
they're
did
like
see them.
they're like British or something. They got some European accent. I don't want nobody coming after me talking about, oh, that's not British. They're from fucking. You know what? I'm gonna just shut up before I mess myself up. Okay.
But I did see that. And they were.
Yeah, those guys. Yo, they got some bars though.
Hey, but they're old though.
Yeah, they are. But
And I thought it was like, you know how some of them artists will put like old man clothes on and go out
yeah,
and spit. Like I swear I thought it was like somebody just doing
I thought it was
skit.
a dub at first.
And then like no, they're like for real. Like
Yeah,
they're like
for
our
real.
kids are grown
Yeah,
and we got the time. Let's go do what we wanted to do.
The way I really knew he was old because when he was rapping, his hands went like this.
I originally thought it was like a overdub. I thought somebody was like rapping for them, and they were like at or not fuck. What's the term I went?
Like lip syncing.
Yeah, I thought they were lip syncing the song. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, dang, they kind of on point with that lip syncing. I had to watch it like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, no, that's them. Like
They have I think I seen a clip where they were like in like the studio.
Yeah.
And
Like
it
actually like
was
microphone and stuff
with headphones and like the headset and microphone. Yeah.
Oh, watch his hands. Watch his hands.
They're trying to make sure they don't lose that beat. He's like,
right.
But yo,
he was going in on it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
But at that point right there, just seeing them with the ability that no matter how old you are, you can make an Instagram, you can do your passion, and it could go viral.
See,
no matter
man,
how old.
That's what I was trying to tell Dip, and Patrick. Man, I was telling them, I'm like, if we come back and form a super group, us three, come back out.
Pete and Bass.
Pete and Bass. Oh, that's their name,
I guess.
Shout out to Pete and Bass. Still going after they dream in their 60s.
It says,
and I bet you they monetizing
no. Pete is 71 and Bass is 74.
70s. They in their 70s. going
Yeah.
after it. You know what I mean? I bet
was
you
around from
they
the
might not
creation
be
of
they
rap.
might not be millionaires or nothing off of it, but I bet you that's getting enough plays that they're getting a little something. You know what I mean? And they probably gotten a couple of features here and there on some independent stuff and got a little or as they would say, gotten some chips from them, mate.
Hey, you know what though? I guarantee you, it's not just about the money; it's about them living.
Yeah,
Like, because
yeah.
so many people
Honestly,
get to that age and they just sit there. They just sit there.
mm-hmm.
They're going out and rapping.
Yeah.
Like, think of their blood, their cardio. Like, they're
Oh
out
hell yeah,
doing
yeah.
something. So like,
It's hot.
they're gonna live longer.
And you could tell too, that's something that they've always been playing
Always
along
probably
with.
did.
Like they were
Just-
probably them two dudes out at the card game or the poker night.
It just,
And they like after too many beers, they're like, "Oh, Bass, do it again, do it."
yeah. Or you go for, I go for.
Yeah,
You know,
yep,
they're
yep.
out there challenging themselves, but now they have the platform to do it.
Yep.
Like, I think it's.
And that's probably what it was. It was probably some grandchild or some
They
niece
say,
or
hey,
nephew. They're like, "Hey,
great grandpa,
And they
hey,
probably-
you should do that. Let me put you on Instagram.
Yup. So yes, back to the question in case you guys are confused about how we trailed all the way over here. Asking the masses is what age is too old to be successful? When should you stop trying? And we're talking about Bass and what was the other guy's name? Pete and Bass, who are in their 70s going viral on social media for being rappers. So no freaking time in your life should you ever stop going after your passion. Now, if entrepreneurship isn't your passion, then you might want to listen to the homie. Who was that again? Jimmy. No, not Jimmy. Who was the guy that said stop at 24?
Oh, Sal.
Sal. Now, if it's not your like downright in your heart passion, you might want to listen to Sal and just give that shit up at like 24.
Give it up.
Switch careers or something. You know what I mean? If it's not your passion, but if it's your passion and that's what you do and that's what makes you puts fucking happiness in your heart, never give up. Figure out how to always keep it incorporated. But that's what it looks like. A lot of people are saying never stop, never too old. Real talk. You've been trying. You got to stop. You can't keep trying until you die. Never too old to prosper. Definitely a lifestyle, which a lot of people don't understand. Being an entrepreneur, being a business owner is a lifestyle. So you're never too old to change your lifestyle and to keep going with it because it's your life. It's my life. But yeah, so that's going to wrap it up for us on the Asking the Masses for today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, Frank.
Oh, snap. But you know what that sound means, right?
Here comes the
Oh.
police. Everybody run. No, I was kidding.
Actually, yeah, that doesn't really mean anything. I hardly ever use that sound.
Our show's like, Frank, do you know? Because
You sure like what?
I was like, Frank, do you know what that sound means? Because
That means when we you know what I'm saying?
It's the police.
run, duck, hide.
I have no idea. I actually never use any of
Bad
those.
boys,
Entertainment
bad boys.
news.
Oh, that I probably can't use that one. I might get charged for that one.
Which one?
I can't use it again.
Entertainment news.
Yeah, I want to get charged for that one. That's probably copywritten. You know what I'm saying? But why did the chicken cross the road? Exactly.
Jimmy.
Right there next to me trying to eat that chicken.
Every bit of it.
My boy.
Ain't nothing left.
Like every bit of it, but you the one that made it obvious, motherfucker. Shit, fucked it up for both of us. But yes, we're going into the next segment of the show. The next segment of the show is called Wealthy Wisdom. And I was kind of discussing a little bit earlier today with Frank, but I just came across this gentleman who he's just that dude. One of many of those dudes, but he's that dude, man. As I learned more about him, I was just like, damn, I'm running out of time. I need to get to the studio. But ironically enough and cool enough, as I mentioned his name, Frank was actually already familiar with him somewhat. So that just lets you know how awesome this dude was. So today we're going to be talking about Lincoln Johnson Ragsdale Sr.
Oh shoot, my bad.
Gosh, man, just messing up his
I'm
introduction and
trying.
everything. God.
I'm trying to do better.
Don't try, just do, motherfucker.
All right.
Sorry. But anyways, let's give a round of applause for Lincoln Johnson Ragsdale Sr. So he was an influential leader in the Phoenix area civil rights movement, known for his outspokenness. Ragsdale was the man, involved in various reform efforts in the valley, including voting rights and the desegregation of schools, neighborhoods, and public accommodations. Ragsdale was born on July 27th, 1926, so back in the day, to a mortician named Hartwell Ragsdale and school teacher named Olina. I know I was gonna mess her name. Onlia Onlia Violet Ragsdale. What is it? Oh, now I don't know if y'all think this part is as cool as I think it is, but this dude was born in freaking fracking gosh darn Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now that's pretty dope. I don't know if you guys know about Tulsa, Oklahoma at all. Are you familiar with Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Mhm.
Jimmy, are you familiar with Tulsa, Oklahoma?
I am not. Inform me, sir.
You're not familiar with Tulsa, Oklahoma, and its importance as into your life as a black man, as a black male, while you're actually in the position to be able to be an engineer right now, and your uncle is allowed to own his own shit. You don't know. Sorry,
About the town?
I get kind of worked up about Tulsa, Oklahoma sometimes because it's some shit. So Tulsa, Oklahoma was basically aka Black Wall Street back in the day.
Oh, wait, I do know. Sorry. I do know. Sorry.
You do know? Do you? Do you really know?
I do.
What about it then?
What do you want to know about it?
I want to know what you know about it. What happened in the end?
The end? What
Yeah,
you
in
know
the
about
end.
like the middle?
Okay, what happened in the middle?
See, in the beginning,
Actually, that's something that I don't quite remember because I my mind is stuck on the end of it. So if you could remind me and enlighten me how it started. How did Black Wall Street start? I'm kind of curious. I don't know if I was ever taught that part. Have you? Do you know?
mm-mm.
Me either.
Not even gonna say I do.
Jimmy's gonna enlighten us real quick. We'll wait.
Well, I don't know.
Thought you knew, man.
Well, there was the Tulsa race massacre.
Yes, there is that thing. I guess that's something you could call it.
World War I.
You mean the freaking annihilation of a city? But yes, Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's why it's so freaking fracking gosh darn cool to me, at least. I don't know about all you guys, but Tulsa, Oklahoma was the location of Black Wall Street, which is also the location. Whoa,
Sorry,
whoa.
I didn't
Which
think it was
was
a video. I thought it
also,
was a picture.
which is also the location of the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre, riot, freaking terrorist attack, however you want to call it. Like I said, sorry, excuse me, but it always gets me a little worked up. I hate that part of history. But he was raised in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Fortunately and unfortunately, this is a result of Hartwell's mortuary being located in the Greenwood neighborhood of Tulsa, the site of the violent Tulsa racial massacre, which he did narrowly escape, but the business was burned to the ground by the angry racist mob along with the majority of the black community. So never forget, right? When Lincoln graduated high school in 1944, the new Tuskegee Airmen, the black military pilots in World War II, and this is kind of where Frank was saying he was familiar with them. So, do you know anything about how that came about?
I don't know exactly how all that came about. Like I said, I just happen to live in Alabama and always hear the different stories of the Tuskegee Airmen, being that that's a prominent thing for being in Alabama.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so he it is a pretty cool thing. If you guys are you familiar at all
with the
Jimmy
airmen.
with the Tuskegee Airmen.
I am
Yes,
familiar
sir.
with them.
What you know about it, Willis?
Well, they flew planes. They were the first black men to
They
fly
did fly
planes.
planes. Yeah, yeah. What
And
kind
they
of
did
planes
some-
though? Like they're flying commercial airlines?
No. It was
Mm-mm.
it was like was it fighting dog?
Fighter planes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's give a round of applause right there for Jimmy. There you go, boy. There you go. There you go. Little black history for you.
I'm tired of y'all trying to play me like I'm stupid.
No, I never said you stupid. You be coming out the woodwork
You don't
sometimes
have
with
to
some
say
random
it.
shit.
Yeah, I'm smart sometimes.
I mean, I used to be the same way. That's how I know all this random stuff because it's like, oh, I don't know that, but I do know that. So Tuskegee Airmen, the Tuskegee Airmen were the first set of black military pilots in World War II. This appealed to both his interest in flying and in racial equality, and he eventually became a Tuskegee Airman. So, like I was saying when we started, Lincoln, he was that dude. You know what I mean? He was that dude. Not only did he become a Tuskegee Airman, but he freaking him and his family survived the crazy attack on Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I kind of feel like there's a reason. And then he becomes a Tuskegee Airman. Ooh, he was that dude. He was that dude. In Alabama, he met some racially motivated violence firsthand. Unfortunately, though, fortunately, but unfortunately again, and only one small thing made sure he was not lynched at the hands of the local police in Alabama. So, yeah, crazy during those times, 1944. He had drawn the attention of a white gas station attendant who had alerted the police of his behavior. He was followed by the police. And then once he was pulled over, he was brutally beaten by 3 officers with shotguns. And one even suggested killing him. But so many fortunately but unfortunate moments for this gentleman. He was in his military uniform at the time, which is like even crazier to me, like living in these times and just like fully saying that out loud now. Like he was in his military uniform, and these police still came after him and still pulled him over for no reason and still beat him for no reason. And then one of them finally was like, you know what? Maybe we should give him a little slack because he's got a military uniform on. Woo! Those times, man. Those times. So
there's some bad areas in Alabama.
Yeah.
Even to this day.
Till this day. Till this day. And I believe it because a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but it still trickles through out here. It's very I guess you could say that is what's segregated nowadays. It kind of reversed.
Yeah.
You know, the colored people or whatever were segregated way back then, way back in the 1940s, 45s and stuff like that. But now it seems like the racist people, at least out here, I don't know about how it is in the South. It probably hasn't changed
worse.
too much in the South because it's safe haven for them.
There's
over
a place in
there.
Illinois
It's
called
safe haven.
I hate to say it, but there's a place in Illinois. It's Anna, Illinois. And Anna stands for ain't allowed.
No Negroes.
Yeah.
Is that one of them places where they got the clock, the city clock or the city bell or whatever? You ever heard about that?
So I have heard of that, but in a town in Alabama called Coleman County.
Coleman?
Yeah, Coleman County. Within the last 10 years, they finally took down the sign that said when you entered the town, it said, "Don't let the sun set on your black ass." It is still in their courthouse,
kind of like that. Then is what I'm
of
talking
their
about.
basement. So, like, if you ever are in Coleman, you just you don't stay there after sundown.
Yep. So yeah, I forget where I heard the story. Someone was telling me though that it was a town kind of like that, but they like let you know though, like when sun's setting, like there was a town city, like one of the I forget what they're called, but you know how they got the city clock with the bell on it and stuff like that. So when the bell goes, it's like, you know, it's cool. It's cool for y'all to be here right now because you know we need to do business. and stuff like that. So just come spend your money. We'll do business. We accept tourists and all that shit. But come sundown,
It's
y'all
time for y'all to go.
y'all decrus need to get out here. You hear? Sunset in about 3 minutes.
sorry. It's A-N-N-A.
A-N-A is what?
Can I read this to you real quick?
Sure. Go ahead, sir.
I'm trying to just real quick, just a little part. I got into town right after sunset. The lights were on a place called the Brick House Grill, and if you were out on Main Street on a Friday night in February, chances are that's where you were going. So I went in too. I took a seat at the bar. A man, two stools from me, struck up a conversation. I told him I was a journalist from Chicago, and and asked him tell me about the time. He was like, he said, "You know how this town is called Anna?" He started. That stands for "Ain't No Niggas Allowed." He laughed, shook his head, and took a sip of his beer. He said, "The man was white. I am white. Everyone else in that restaurant in Anna was white." Pretty much.
Dun, dun, dun.
And it's long.
It's still amazing that
And like
there's still,
all you see is
still
Confederate
that.
flags, like pictures of Confederate flags and everything. Like this is wild.
Can they see that?
Do you want me to show them?
Nah. I don't want to stir up nothing too bad.
I know
feel
that's
like
why
I'm
I just
already
wanted
like,
to show you.
because I'm talking about this Tulsa stuff. I'm already getting kind of riled up. I don't really like to be like that, but it's history. It's also stuff that needs to be talked about and stuff like that. But let's get back to Mr. Lincoln here, because this is a very historic and monumental man for the city, or not necessarily the city, but the state. So, like we were saying, he actually he was saved by his military uniform. The police brutally beat him, and one of the cops finally kind of came to his senses and was like, "Hey, let's let him go. He is military. He's in his military uniform." So Ragsdale, after that, which is kind of cool to us, everybody here, and how we can do what we're doing here as black men and colored people, not just black men, because a lot of this civil rights stuff does affect all of us colored urban people. But shortly after, he was transferred to Luke Air Force Base in Arizona for gunnery training. Excuse me, sorry. And becoming one of the first black soldiers involved in the base's integration. In 1945, in November, he was commissioned a second lieutenant in the United States Army Air Corps. And I think at this time, we are going to go to a quick little break, perhaps do a little commercial, and we'll be right back because we got some bills to pay. So y'all make sure to go get some water or something.
Because they try to
Welcome. A couple things.
has and bag everybody.
Welcome back. So we're going to take a quick little break from the wealthy wisdom, and we're going to hit something that we haven't hit in a while, just trying to keep it incorporated sometimes, even though we don't always get there. But we're going to do some wacky wealth today. So this is going to be what I like to call the late bloomers club of colored entrepreneurs. So this is kind of pertaining to the asking the masses. Like we were saying, it's never too late to be successful. It's never too old to become an entrepreneur. It's never too late to get it started, or just finally hit it. Because like sometimes like they say in like the acting world and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It takes a while to hit it big, or even the music world. You know, a lot of these people, a lot of the younger people, I feel like they don't really fully understand when it comes to film and music that these people put in, like it's like a doctor almost. You put in years and years of training to be able to walk out at like 19, 20 something years old and be like one of the best guitarists in the world or something like that. You know, this kid,
I'm a great guitarist.
I mean, you never know. You could be a freaking
I try to play guitar already.
well, I wasn't gonna say guitar, but I was gonna say like the gamer world is coming out. It's huge.
I suck at video
Like
games.
if you really dedicate yourself and put in that training to pick a game and like dominate and master that shit, you could be making money off of video games.
Or be a video game tester.
Yeah, there's that too, which I've actually considered, but I don't know. I'm too picky nowadays with my video games. I feel like they might give me something like I don't even want to fucking test this shit out. This shit is whack.
But that's why you're there. If they pay you to give them honest feedback, why not?
Yeah, this is true. Maybe I'll still look into it. But let's talk about some late bloomers club colored entrepreneurs. We got first on the list, no particular order. We got Nobel and Pulitzer Prize winning author Toni Morrison. Are you guys familiar with Toni Morrison at all?
Can't say I am.
I can't say that I am really either. Sorry.
If I saw his face, I probably know.
But it's actually a female.
If I saw her face, I probably know.
But I wanted to add her to the list though, even though I'm not that familiar with her, or I'm not familiar with her. But her
Toni what?
Toni Morrison, Toni with an I.
Oh.
Her accomplishments though is what made me want to throw her on here. She's a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and she's a Pulitzer Prize winner. So
first African American women.
Yeah,
she was the first African woman.
She wrote The Bluest Eye at age 40 while she was working at Random House as an editor. She won the Pulitzer Prize when she was 56 and her Nobel Prize in Literature at 62. So just to show you, you know, if you keep grinding and keep doing it, it can come at any time, at any age. And we're going to give an extra round of applause for Miss Morrison. She did unfortunately pass away in 2019 at the ripe young age of 88. But we got another one here, which I'm not totally familiar with her, but this one, I threw this one in here to make sure that, you know, let y'all know that I respect everybody. It's not just about black men. You know what I mean? I'm a black male, so that comes to my mind first. But and you're wrong, Jimmy, because this list, sorry, people, this list is black people. I ain't even gonna lie. I do like colors and all races, but this list is black people. But this is Emmy-nominated actress and trans right activist, or I'm sorry, actress and trans right activist, Laverne Cox rose to.
I know, I've heard that name.
You probably have, because she was in a very, very big show. She rose to prominence with her role in Netflix's Orange is the New Black in 2013 when she was 41 years old. In 2014, she graced the cover of Time magazine at age 42, and at 45, she was nominated for her first Emmy. So she was probably exactly one of those actresses, that film movie world I was talking about. You know, you work and work and work and work, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get your big hit.
Opportunity. Yeah.
Yep. Because who knew? Who really knew when she? Because she's probably I didn't really watch it like that, but
oh wow,
if she was the original cast, you know what I mean. You never really know when you're walking into that original setup. You know what I mean? Like,
or to know it's going to take
that
off
first,
like that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like you're doing the pilot, or you're doing the first episode or whatever. You don't know it's going to take off. You don't know that's your big break,
right?
You know. So she was just doing another role. But yeah, so she didn't make it until her 40s. So, and this list too, man. This is for all y'all, all my peers out there. It's just some motivation for you guys to let you know, like, don't give up. If you've been doing it for a while and it's tough, man, just know, like, these people, they're hitting it big in their 40s. You know, I'm about to be 39 next month. Whew. So, for reals.
What Kevin Hart said to Don Cheadle? Damn.
actually, I feel sorry. I kind of feel bad for this, but so I was doing Lyft the other night, and this young lady got in my car. I had just cracking up when I told her this story. I don't know when or how. Like I kind of felt bad though too, because afterwards, from a female's point of view, what Jess said. But so she got beat up. I'm gonna put it just plain and simple. This woman that got into my car at some point recently, before she got in my car, she got her ass whooped. She got dinked up.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
Because it was true.
You don't know how to say it without being like, you know.
Because it was like, it's not like, I can't just be like she was in a fight, you know, and she had a scratch on her face, because she was like, she looked like she was in a boxing match, yo. Like, she got dinked up. Like, maybe she was a boxer. I don't know, but
MMA fighter.
she came, and you know, I'm sitting in the car, you know, as a Lyft driver. She comes and opens up the door. I turn around to be, I forget her name, but we'll say her name is Kim. You know, I usually greet the clients, and I turn around, I'm like, Kim.
You try to hold in that laugh.
No, I wasn't trying not to laugh. I was just like, I felt like Kevin Hart. I wanted to be like, damn. Like, that was the first thing that popped in my head when I turned around. I was like, damn. Her face was just, her lip was like so fat. It looked like she didn't have an upper lip. It was like kind of split. She had a knot like right here, like a knot, like a fucking knot around her eye. It looked like it was like she was light skinned. She was like the same complexion of my son. So like you could see like easily the bruising was coming in, and like she was tore up, man. She was
you have to hit her with that Chris Tucker.
Damn! You got knocked the fuck out.
Elijah, he said,
damn. That's how I felt when she opened. When I turned around, and I was like, Kim, damn. But I was like, Kim. All set to go. Try not to look. Whew. But yeah, hopefully she heals nicely. You know. You got knocked the fuck out. But
hey,
actually,
he said. Put your glasses back on.
She should have some glasses on. She should have, and
Put
a face
mask
mask. On. But let's get on to the next one. This is a very, very popular man. I'm sure you know him. I'm sure you know him, and I'm sure you know him, motherfucker.
LeBron James.
Sorry to be so aggressive, but Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson has been a Hollywood staple for years now, and people might not realize it because he's been such a staple for so long now. But he actually didn't even get his big hit, like we were saying. He didn't get his big hit until 91. And actually, I was sitting there doing the math. I'm like, this motherfucker actually, I didn't realize having action. He needs to be like, damn. Like, I did the math. I'm like, this motherfucker's 70-some years old right now. But
sure he ain't like 100.
For real though. But
we shouldn't be talking about
he
him.
Didn't get
we should be talking about what's his name?
Who?
Damn.
So Samuel Jackson, he didn't get his first award-winning role until Jungle Fever in 1991 at age of 43, which is a Spike Lee film. So Spike Lee used to look out for brothers like that. You know, shout out to Spike Lee, Lawrence Fishburne, Tisha Campbell, all them people that Spike Lee hooked up back then. But what'd you say? I'm sorry?
I was about to say, I was about to give a damn. 43 in 91?
That's what I'm saying. When I read that,
this motherfucker's been saying motherfucker for a long goddamn time.
I was like,
he's 74? He does not look 74 at all.
Black don't crack. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. Thank you, Sam, for being the role model or the spokesman for Black don't crack on the male side. Because there's some females out there though, like Miss she getting so old, she just Miss Bassett. Shout out Miss Bassett.
Patty.
Miss LaBelle. She getting old enough too, where it's like you can't even. I mean, I'm surprised you said it, man. I feel kind of disrespectful saying that. It's Miss LaBelle.
I know.
You said Patty. I
Miss
mean, you
Patty.
said, yeah, Miss Patty or something. You get a certain age, it's got to be Miss something. It's all right. But, dang, but Miss Bassett, though.
Like some of the
That doesn't look
actresses that we grew
74.
up on that still look the same.
Because they eating, right? They was listening to Lisa Left Eye. Wow, he looking old right there. I can't really see that well
I
from
said
here.
you can't even. He doesn't even look 74.
But we got another one right here coming up. Check out this one, though. This one was kind of crazy, too. Although Janice Bryant, I knew I was going to mess up her last name. Howroyd, Howroyd. She was born in 1953. She's not very well known in the general public, but the business people know her. They know her very well. She is one of the most successful business people of any race or gender, not just a black woman. But in America today, her firm, the Act One Group, was the first black female-led company to bring in more than $1 billion in annual revenue.
Damn.
Seriously though.
1 billion.
1 billion in annual. So just 1 year, and that was like.
I'm wondering how old is Oprah?
Y'all know. I mean, I hope you guys know. I'm pretty sure somebody out there be nerding me up and stuff. Most of my information is old. Just saying. Like it ain't. I try to make sure it's somewhat current, but it's usually my information usually is not like a month ago. You know, it's usually at least probably about a year or two ago. So if they did 1 billion when this was recorded, or this was probably recorded the year before it was released as well.
Right.
So this is hypothetically saying this is like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, they made $1 billion.
So you know who plays as like everybody mama?
Up. Who's be playing everybody mama?
Yeah, she's like everybody mama or auntie.
There's a couple of them.
Look up.
Oh. Who that? Yeah, what about her?
She's 74.
I mean, she ain't no Bassett. I mean, she ain't no Miss Bassett though.
I know, but she in everything.
I mean, she ain't whack. She ain't really,
even Miss Hallie.
Really
she
my
up there
cup
too.
of tea.
Who?
Hallie.
Miss Berry.
She had a great segment of when and how she got on to John Wick.
She's 57. Yeah. Now you know who always looks young? Pharrell.
Oh yeah, vampire.
Pharrell always looks young.
But yeah, but man, 1 billion though, bro.
1 billion.
1 billion. So
and Pharrell is how old is Pharrell? Sorry.
Act One is primarily an employment agency and consultant based in LA. It has grown to dominate one of the most lucrative markets in the United States. And from very humble beginnings, as Howroyd herself tells the story, she moved to LA in 76. If you're doing the math right, she was about 40 when everything hit. So she started, I think she started the business like late 30s, mid 30s. But when they started making money, like big money, she was in her 40s. So she started the business in 76. She was born in 53. And then she started with just $900 investment. She had a $900 investment and marketed her company through word of mouth because it was 1976. How much? 54?
4 minutes.
Okay. So yeah, by 2003, the company was very successful in generating $483 million that year. So we're getting kind of close. I'm gonna just skim over a couple of these other ones because it's all really cool stuff. Another one a lot of people kind of overlook, unless you're a real sports fan, is George Foreman. So George Foreman, yes, his boxing career started when he was a little younger, but he is the oldest heavyweight boxing champion to ever have the belt. That's the heavyweight boxing champion of the world, Craig. The world. You know when he did it? How old he was?
45.
Yep. How you know?
I guess.
I was thinking like 44. 45.
Yes. He was 45 years old when he became the heavyweight champ of boxing. So there's that. But then also too, if you are my peer, I know y'all remember the Foreman grills.
Oh yeah.
So not only do you become a champion, because technically, champion, you get some money, but you ain't like set. Excuse me. So
He took off.
he's on
after
here
the
kind of
Foreman.
twice.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
took
Because he
off
made
after
that
the
feat.
Foreman grill.
He made that feat of being the champion at 45, but then the Foremans came out after he did that.
Yeah.
So he was probably like 50
Yeah.
when the grills came out, and those blew the fuck up. They say
Blew
he's
up.
worth about 300 mil right now.
Right. I mean, once those grills took off, like he got to just enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And didn't his daughter box? Or that I know Ali's daughter boxed.
I think she did.
I
don't
think
think
Foreman,
she did as much
Foreman
as,
had a kid that boxed too.
Yeah. I don't think she did as well as
Ali.
Layla. I want to say
Layla
Leah.
was a monster.
Yeah, she was actually grabbed some of the genes. I
Yeah.
think his daughter was just like a bulky for a female, but she didn't have that like boxer.
Right.
Shout out my boy Tyson. He's actually coaching one of my favorite UFC fighters.
Ngannou.
Francis Ngannou. That boy is tough.
Since Jimmy be messing with my time and stuff, and we run out of time all the time, he be adjusting my time, making us lose time. I feel like he be speeding it up or something. But we're gonna get into the last segment. I'm gonna stall for a second because we were gonna do the last segment of the show.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
I don't think he's gonna make it either. So we're gonna do the last segment of the show, which is we building, boys. We building, boy, is the best segment we got. My favorite, well, not the best segment, but it's my favorite segment of the show. Every episode, this is where we highlight a place, a person, or a business. Today we have. Oh
George
snap!
Floyd.
What did I do?
It's his birthday.
Lolo's.
We got Lolo's chicken and waffles today. The reason, actually, it's all kind of connected to my research of Mr. Lincoln Ragsdale. A little shameless admittance. I was watching some PBS special. Yes, sir.
This is why I was laughing last week. Do it again.
What?
Do it again.
What are you talking about? Go ahead.
I was watching a PBS special,
I got it on camera too.
and they were talking about Lincoln Ragsdale, and they were talking about Mrs. White, and I believe they might be mad at me, but I think it was Bobby White. I think it was the owner of Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. So it was just kind of interesting to me. I wanted to give a shout out to Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. They are somewhere in your hood in Arizona. They're out in Gilbert. They're out in Phoenix and in Scottsdale. Please do your due diligence. Boom, trying to get it in every episode. And make sure you find your location in Arizona closest to you. Get yourself some chicken and waffles. Arizona has Gilbert, Phoenix, and Scottsdale. They also have a Las Vegas, Nevada location and a Grapevine, Texas location. So the main reason I am highlighting Lolo's Chicken and Waffles because I learned something really cool while I was doing my research for Mr. Lincoln Ragsdale. And Frank's kind of familiar with it, so you want to kind of jump in and help me explain the connection of the Lolos a little bit?
Sure.
So most people might be familiar with the original,
Roscoe's.
The Roscoe's one that's in California. So that's the original chicken and waffles is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. But we have Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. So I actually didn't put all this into the thing, but since we were talking about it, and I like to try to stretch time sometimes. So the story goes is Mrs. White's grandson, one of her grandsons, had their own record label, and he was in California doing work out there, and they would have late night sessions, right? So at the end of the late night sessions, a lot of the times the artist would be like, yo, where are we gonna go to eat? I'm hungry. What are we gonna do? What do you think they did, Frank?
They went to Roscoe's.
They went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. So after being in the studio life and doing that, and they were being somewhat successful, it just kind of became a routine for them.
Yeah.
That's what they did. They would do studio sessions. It'd be late night, and then at the end of the night, they'd go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. But I don't know how, whoop-de-woo, blah, blah, blah. Train goes this way, train goes that way. They ended up back in Arizona, and there's no Roscoe's in Arizona. So the tradition was on its lifeline. And I think, like I said, don't attack me for all the little bits and pieces of facts. But I believe his name is Bobby White, Mrs. White's grandson. He decided to start his own chicken and waffles, and boom, that's how Lolo's Chicken and Waffles was created. Boom. I just thought it was crazy. I want to give that a little bit of a history because we talk about Arizona history today, and that was also on the PBS special that I was watching. But I just thought it was cool, that little 7 degrees of separation, how that all goes around. And loosely kind of guessing, thinking, I believe, Frank, you were saying that you think, or you might have heard something about Mrs. White and Roscoe's actually might be connected somehow.
Yes.
Besides the grandson, like they might be directly connected somehow.
Yeah.
We're not 100% sure how.
Not 100%, but like when you go into the one downtown, there's like a whole history thing about how it started.
Mhm.
And then I asked the people, and they were saying, like, I think you said his name right. I think it was Bobby.
Was it Bobby?
But Bobby was always traveling to California. And
Mhm.
then the guy who owns Chicken and Waffles, or Roscoe's, was affiliated with Arizona. And everything was based off of Roscoe's that became Lolo's. But I think it all branches back to a Black enterprise family from Mrs. White.
That's the most important part why I was bringing it up today. Like I say always, I love all my people. It's all about the urban people. You know, that's what I'm here for. But what I see in the mirror is what I help first. Can't fucking help that. That's what it is. Got to help the man in the mirror first. But yeah, that's why I wanted to put them on the spotlight today, because it was just a random crazy chain of events, 7 degrees of separation, Black wealth building through bloodlines and or just relationships. Not sure exactly how Mrs. White and Roscoe's connect. That could just be relationships, but definitely Lolo's and Mrs. White's. That's bloodline business connection, even though it's not a direct branch off of what she was doing. It wasn't like, okay, you doing this, grandma, let me go specialize in candy yams or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's what happens a lot of the times. They just kind of branch off of what this person was already doing.
Right.
But he did his own thing. But
I do want to tell people, while the weather's nice and you're getting out, go down to Tempe, go down to the little riverfront, walk up Mill Ave. There is so much Black history right down the road that says how these people have helped us throughout creating Phoenix, from farmers to paper mills, Mrs. White, like the whole entire thing. So as you get out, pay attention to what you see.
Yes,
there's a lot of history that we don't always talk about.
Yes, and it's good to know, because I guarantee none of y'all knew about Mr. Lincoln Ragsdale, because I sure as hell didn't. I didn't. But anyways, I got Jimmy over here about to threaten me with knives and stuff because we're hitting time. So, you know, I'm gonna give a round of applause for my engineer of all engineers, Mr. Jolly Brown Giant, Jimothy.
Thank
you. You're welcome, Jimothy. Did you enjoy yourself within the show today?
I did.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I think we're gonna get another round of applause since you enjoyed yourself. And then we're going to do another round of applause for my co-host of all co-hosts.
Patrick, yeah.
The Juggernaut, Frank the Tank. Did you enjoy yourself today?
Frank,
on the show today?
I did.
That's awesome. That's amazing. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself and you had some time to spend with us today, sir.
Jimmy.
I think we'll have another round of applause since you enjoyed yourself, and there's always so much laughter in the studio when you're here, sir. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And then last but not least, we've got this one for you guys, for the viewers, the supporters, all y'all out there in social media's land. Thank you. Wouldn't be here without you.
Hey,
what is it, Tank? Jimmy?
Yeah.
You remember what Usher said?
Let it burn.
This is for you.
This is for you.
My number one.
Oh, I didn't do that right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And on that note,
Spotlight, big stage, 50,000 fans screaming in. These are my confessions.
and on that note, though, peace.
Hey, we let it sing. Oh no, I didn't.